Hi, beautiful Virgo. Welcome to New Era. My name is Emma. Virgo, I have been away for about 5 weeks. I did a little check-in when I did your last reading. It was like forever ago. And I'm finally back. My boy and me has been sick forever. And I started this cleanse. So that's all part of me. Like I brought it on myself. But yeah, I started this new channel. Let's see if I can get this right. My True North. With a little collaboration with a site called Buy Me a Coffee, which is donation based. And I had this cleansing month that just started. It just started on the 21st of November and ended yesterday. So in this cleansing, I thought I was just sort of going to sit there and hold the light for everyone else. And then it turned out I needed some cleansing myself. How arrogant of me. Because I'm perfect. What I want to say with that is that at the end of this reading, you have figured out whether this is your reading or not. That's one of the purposes of this YouTube reading. This YouTube reading here for you is for free. And if you feel like this is your reading, you want to know more, you're intrigued to know more, you want to go deeper into the message, there's an extension. And what I figured out with this Buy Me a Coffee is that, wait a minute, I can actually do my extended readings on the Buy Me a Coffee site as well. Like I said, it's based on donation. I'm not going to take more time on it right here, right now. I'm going to talk about it towards the end. That is, if you're interested of the extended readings, or this is not going to be interesting for you. But if you are, stick around at the end because I'll explain how this new thing will work. I really love it, so I really hope it will work, and it puts a lot of trust in you guys. So with that said, Virgo Nation, I'm so back to be here with you. Do you feel the trust in me? Because I seem to have it all figured out. Virgo, what is going on for Virgo for the upcoming month into the future? So that leaves us somewhere around the 20th of January of 2022. Unbelievable. We have just come out a full moon of Gemini. We're still sort of in the energy of the solstice energy. I just feel like it's very, very powerful. So we're going to see what that does with the reading and what that does with you guys right now. It's a shifting energy for sure. The first thing that I pick up here, because as I put these next to each other, they have a similar, like this woman here, she's calling out for someone, like hello, and then on the other here is like, oh, she found it. That's what I'm first drawn to here, is like they're very similar in the sense that one is looking for something and one has found it. So I'm just going to start there. We're going to go deeper and deeper and see what this is about. So the first one, I mean, it brings me to my mom's cat. I've been looking for this cat forever. Long story short, and why it has even been gone, and that she has now returned for the second time. It seemed like every time, the single thing that really does it is to let go. When you go like, okay, guys, like we can't do this anymore. We have the whole freaking world involved in this, finding this cat, and tonight everyone just needs a little bit of sleep. And we're just going to let it go for now. And she's going to be gone tomorrow again, so we can just pick up where we left off. And in the letting go, 5 minutes later, it felt like there she was. So it's like, it's all about letting go. It's all about like, try not to steer the outcome, try not to make a result happen when it should happen, where it should happen, how it should happen. But just by letting go, if there's something or someone you're looking for, literally you're looking for something, try to let it go and it will appear. If there's a relationship that you're looking for, maybe not going like around like, oh, where's my relationship? Maybe you are, I don't know. You will find it. You will find it, and whatever you're finding, it's going to be more beautiful than you ever thought, because this is my dragonfly hybrid card. It's not a it's not a dragon Sorry, it's not a dragonfly, as the card indicates. It's a dragon with fly wings. Dragonfly. So that's why I say it's a hybrid card. It's usually like when two come together. This is a little bit like opposites attract, which I don't buy opposites attract, because law of attraction works and it like speaks to like. But it can very much be like we're so similar sort of vibration wise, but coming together, one person is really, I'm not saying this is a relationship. I'm just saying that as an analogy. You're looking for something or someone, and in the letting go, there's going to be a lot of transformation, and you're going to find what you're looking for, whatever that is. If it is a relationship, coming together is going to be like-minded, is going to be like vibration, but it might be that one person is really way younger than the other. It can be that, you know, if this is finding a friend, a soul tribe friend, it can be that you have very similar vibration, but you have such different backgrounds, such different religion, such different ethnicity, something like that, because this is like two coming together creating something new. Two coming together creating something new. So if it's not like we're so different from each other, it's like you and I coming together and creating a third part, that's gonna be the different part. Does that make any sense so far? So let's dive into this. Let's see what this is about. What is this here for Virgo, please? And the reason I say Virgo Nation is that, I don't know if you noticed this or heard me say this before, but like Virgo for some reason and I are very much in resonance. Like the biggest group is Virgo, the biggest views are Virgo, the biggest extended is Virgo. Like you got my back. Like Virgo feels very relaxing once I come into the Virgo atmosphere. I love that. Thank you. There you go. Six of Raphael and three of Ariel. Just give me a moment. Cheers, everyone. They'll just do some... No. Probably 90% of you doesn't even know what that says. Njut. N-J-U-T. Njut. In Swedish, it's it's not enjoy. It's not enjoy, but it's like njut. I really take pleasure in this. It's like pleasure. Njut. It seems to be some sort of collaboration. What is it that you're looking for, though? I can't really, because it feels like this is a little bit of a parallel story. I haven't really, I have to be honest here, I haven't really pinpointed the looking for and the finding. Like we're looking for something and we're finding it. Seems to be one thing, but they're like coming together, the collaboration. So I have six of Raphael and three of Ariel, and six of Raphael there is all about your inner child. It's all about the balance also between yin yang and the inner child, like feeling that complete balance within yourself and having then the inner child come out and play, like having trust that the inner child is like your guiding light. Your inner child knows where to take you. Six is all about love and harmony, and it's interesting because I've started to use like the numerology for the various different dimensions. And so like when I think about the sixth dimension, it's also very much like creative thinking, thinking about what to do and then go create it. Not just as a vision, but like go create it, go Okay, we have this idea to build this house, and I have all this, no, that's not a good analogy though, because sixth dimension is all about like it being whole. Something is being whole, and then we sort of break it apart. We have like a prism, like a, not prison, a prism. Like we have light, and so the light is the whole part, and the light, we're sort of sending the light then, like sixth dimension is like light being sent through a prism, which then sort of has the colors go all over the place. That's typical sixth dimension. Does that make sense? There's a lot of creation, like coming from like a whole point, and sort of it looks like we're breaking it, but we're not breaking it. Well, if we are breaking something, we're making it more beautiful. Like we're coming from the whole to then create the beautiful colors through the prism, through the crystal. Because there's something here about, okay, I'm tuning into my inner child. I'm tuning into the whole part of me, to the balanced part of me. But then, like, I understand the creative process. So are you in the creative process of something here? You really are trying to figuring out how sort of the creative process works. There's a collaboration. I feel like there's someone coming, this hybrid here, like they're coming in to collaborate with you, to do something together with you. Or you're wanting to collaborate with someone else. You just have this vision about what you could do together with this person. And this person on the other end might not even know about you just yet, or vice versa. This other person knows about you, but they haven't reached out yet. So you don't even know that they're like thinking all of this. Maybe you're starting to have ideas because, you know, we can't think too much about another person or send our energy to another person before they start to pick it up. Like they will not maybe understand why they start to think about you. They might not want to think about you, or vice versa. All of a sudden that person is there in your head and is like, why are you here again? Like, because they're thinking about you. But there's something with the partnership here, the cooperation, co-workers, we're doing something on the project together. It's coming from a very much like a balanced inner child place. It's very curious, it's very childlike in the best way, to open up to the creativity here. Like there's a lot of creativity going on. But can I get something about the lost and found? What is that? It almost feels like separate. Is it that? Live life to the fullest, dragonfly. Because it's like a feeling of we're really looking for something. I don't think necessarily that they're looking for something is the collaboration with another person. It feels separate. It feels like it's two stories here. So can we just please get a little bit more clarification around the lost and found, let's call it. Lost, letting go, and finding. I couldn't let it go. I'm just thinking about this story, this story where like there's two people. There's one person walking down the street, and this person is seeing somebody else that seems to be looking for something. And so this other person comes up to him to say, are you lost? Are you looking for something? Yeah, I dropped my keys, so I'm just looking for them. And so the other person say, oh, so is it like right here? No, I lost them over there. Okay. Why aren't you looking over there? Because there's a light here, and so I figured I would find them if I'm in the light. Was that funny? Okay. Because anyway, soulmates. looking for your soulmate. Now I'm even more confused. Are you going to do something really creative with your soulmate? Is this a... I'm usually not this confused. There's usually like a very like hands-on, like sometimes I'm being given too many stories, so it's sort of getting confused and I sort of have to narrow it down to this is the most general one, because it's not a one-on-one reading, right? So it's for the most general part. And sometimes, yeah, that's a little bit of a confusion, like which one should I go with? And then it's like, yeah, it shows itself, like we should go here. I get this really loud tinnitus noise. Almost to the point that I'm not sure, like, it's almost like a kettle, like a teapot. Like somebody put on the kettle on the stove. Whoever does that, like a real, like on a stove. I have a water boiler. I don't know what it's called. No, this is definitely tinnitus, but it sounds like it could be somebody. And now it goes away. So it's for me to give you this message. It could be someone that's boiling a cup of tea or like boiling water. That's like, and the noise it makes when the tea, if you have it like a real tea kettle, like the old-fashioned ones, you put them on the stove. English people will know this way more than American people. That once it's ready, it's like making this really high-pitched noise, like wee, really screams, you know, that it's ready. So either somebody's putting on a tea kettle and your tea was just ready and you're sort of almost fainting a little bit because it's like, oh my God, that's happening right now. Then just know that spirit is really with you. Like pay attention here. Know that you're looked after. All the rest, you're doomed. You're doomed. All the rest, there's somebody looking after you as well, obviously. But there's something with the tea kettle. For other people, there's a tinnitus noise. There's somebody wanting to give you a message. Who else had this? Aries. It could have been in the extension. I'm not sure. But I know that Aries had the same thing with the tinnitus sound. And the tinnitus really was about not just getting themselves more into balance, but having a loved one on the other side, or like spirit trying to come in to give them messages. And as you just relax and let go, those messages will become clearer. You will hear them as vividly as I'm talking to you here now, or you will understand them as vividly as one should understand a message. Soulmates. I'm trying to like sort this out because it feels like, okay, so we started with one story. That's what I started with saying. It feels like sometimes there's like 3 or 4 stories and it's like, okay, I just have to pick one, the strongest one that stands out. And we have 2 stories here, but it's like they're not coming, they want to stick, both of them, and they're not really, I don't feel, coming together. So it's like I'm supposed to stay with 2 stories. So one story is like I'm looking for someone, and it seems literally to be your soulmate. Some of you Virgos are looking for your soulmate. You're looking for your person. Sorry for making fun of you in the beginning, because I was like, that, are you going around looking for your person? Like, hello. I'm getting dreams, so you probably have dreams about this person. Just had dreams about this person very recently. Whether you remember them or not, then start to ask for it. I want to remember my dreams about my person. Because you could have like so many dreams during the night and then it's just all confusing when you wake up. Very much 4th dimension, like no beginning, no end. All of a sudden you're in a different country. Like, how did you get there? Yeah. And then if you have like 8 of those, it's quite confusing when you wake up. So you just want to narrow it down to just say, okay, I want to remember my dream about my person. If that is something you want, obviously. There seems to be a soulmate connection here. I think it's apart from there's a collaborative thing. I mean, obviously you could come together with a soulmate and you could start to create the most beautiful business together, the most beautiful life together. Even though I say that, it doesn't correlate. They don't come together. So this seems to be one story coming out. I'm looking for someone and I'm finding it. And it's your hybrid. It's either you two coming together, being very similar at the core vibration, or you could not attract one another. It's just fact. But being so different in terms of either age or religion or ethnicity or something like that. Or you're coming together, something in the mix-up of the both of you creates a third party, creates a third part, and that third part becomes very hybrid. Like that becomes very, it's like you're creating a new, it's like you two coming together, having a baby or having a relationship, having a business, having a whatever. And the third thing that comes out of that, the result, it's like new to this world. And then the collaboration. You're coming together with someone to collaborate. And it sounds similar, but still not the same. So I think this is extra. This is outside of this relationship. That you're also looking into having a project be made with someone else, or someone else is right now figuring out how to reach you so that you can start this project together. So I'm going to take both of these stories into the extension. I'm going to see like what else we find out about both of these stories. So if you find this interesting, if you think that at least one of these stories is your story, then you're so welcome to the extended. I'm going to in a minute explain exactly how that works. If you're not interested in that, or it just doesn't resonate today, then thank you so much for watching, Virgo. I hope to see you back soon. Happy holidays, everyone. And you can actually turn the video off. To the rest of you guys who are interested in the extension, maybe not today, but for another time, I posted a link in the description box where you can just have more information about the Buy Me a Coffee site as a place where I just highly recommend everyone who has anything to share with the world to get on there, because you can easily start to make some money for the job that you do just by sharing something that you have laying around at home. So please check that out if you want to, if you feel like, yeah, that could be a platform for me. And don't hesitate to ask for help, because I've researched a lot about this site. So if there's anything that you can't get answers from them about, or if you just want, some backup or something, just give a shout out and I'll do the best I can to help. If you're a supporter, if you're not a creator and you don't want to start your own site, as a supporter going on to the Buy Me a Coffee, I strongly inspire you to get your own account. And you actually have to get on there. I said that this is based on donation, and it's fun because it's based on either like a cup of coffee or like whatever. And you can decide like for yourself. It can be a latte, a pizza, a beer, whatever. I picked a cup of coffee. And so for the amount of a cup of coffee, you can support me. And just getting on there once, just paying, and I put the coffee to €3, which is somewhere between like $2 or $3, which is a coffee like going out these days. It's not even enough in Sweden, which is crazy. But anyway, it's a good amount. So once you have paid that once, you're in. Which means, here comes the trust part, people. Whatever then I upload to the Buy Me a Coffee site, if you have paid once to become a supporter of my channel, you have access to everything that I upload there. Which means you could literally pay €3 for them forever for whatever I'm uploading. Which means you could really go in for free for the rest of my time posting videos, which I hope you don't do, obviously. I hope that you pay what you feel is fair. And so some people will even pay more, and some people have already paid more. Some people even paid even if I haven't uploaded their sign yet. But this this, just go check it out and see if it's for you. Maybe you don't feel like it's the end of the world if you paid €3 and then it wasn't for you. See what you think about it. I hope you really enjoy it because I think this is going to be my new place. It's my main income. So I give a lot of trust in donation. People say, are you crazy? Yeah, a little bit. But I trust it, and I trust you guys. And I think it's the new way of helping out each other in the world, to just come in based on donation. Pay what you feel. I hope I see you there. Other than that, happy holidays, everyone.